So a lot can be said about Decidueye being one of the worst Pokemon in the game, and I think that's a pretty widely accepted opinion that Decidueye is not exactly great. So I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and hop in and spectate a highly ranked Decidueye player. Here we have Tistav. If they have any socials, just Google it. I don't know them. I've just, you know, they showed up on the high ranking players and I wanted to watch some Decidueye. I think we might also try to look for a Gengar gameplay because I think those are considered the two less than best Pokemon in the game. We'll put it that way. And I think it'd be fun to see how highly ranked players can, you know, how well, you know, the best players can play with the worst Pokemon. I think that'd be fun to watch. So we have our Rowlet friend in the jungle. We have Machop. Looks like they are trading, handshaking top lane. That's pretty cool. And we got 3 in the bottom. So we got a 1-3-1 going on, or a 1-1-3 rather. So it does seem we might be watching some 5-stack. So even better, we have some highly ranked competitive play. So that's even better. There's the Decidueye jungle on one team with looks like Ralts jungle on the other. All right, this should be a fun game. Let's see what ends up happening here. See if we recognize any of these players. Anyone? I don't recognize any of these names, so yeah, this is worth checking. But of course, in a 1-3-1, you are going to be seeing both junglers rotate top most likely. Yeah, you see the Curlia coming up as well. No one really able to get any points in, so I guess the Machops decided not to handshake. Interesting. So we got our Rowlet buddy just chilling in the bush, waiting for anything to happen. For some reason, the spectate function only wants to work for me sometimes, so I can't really pan a lot, because I guarantee you once I go back onto our Decidueye, it won't let me pan anymore. But Mist2 ended up getting most of the bees. It looked like our Decidueye did because he got most of this. He got the little ones, and I would assume their Machop got the big one. And unfortunately, our Rowlet is just getting dove here by 2 people and just completely exploded. There's not a whole lot Rowlet can do in that situation to get out. So just hop on with this Gardevoir here, see what if they're able to take out the Machoke or not. No, they are not. So it looks like the Curlia is going to be winning the jungle battle and just taking all of the middle farm. So Rowlet just heading back into his own jungle to get his. Looking to get level 7, of course, before Dreadnought. Shouldn't be a problem, assuming there's no invade shenanigans going on. As the top purple team's Machoke also goes down. So orange team is going to be getting a huge dunk in top lane. 30 from the guard, and then also a big 30 from the Machoke. So yeah, huge points going in top lane. Unfortunate. So definite first rotation advantage to the orange team. Something you don't want to see for our hero Decidueye, but you never know. It's just the beginning of the game. No game is ever over. Bottom lane seems to just be a slugfest, as 1-3-1 bottom lanes typically are. Not a whole lot of points going in from either side. In fact, 0 points going in from either side, as all the points in the game we just saw go in top. All right, so we do have the Decidueye on deck now. I did not see if he popped Razor Leaf, and I would have seen if he popped Spirit Shackle. So we'll see what build he is. I would assume in a coordinated team, he's probably Razor Leaf. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he's Spirit Shackle, considering there's not a Blissey. He is Spirit Shackle. Okay, cool. I do prefer the Spirit Shackle build just because I think it's more fun. But Razor Leaf, I do think outputs more damage. But the new Spirit Shackle buffs definitely make it viable as Decidueye can be. I don't think either of the builds are really viable. It does get the nice snipe there on the Audino. That's nice. You know, it's a high value snipe, if you will. And it looks like he also took Shadow Sneak. So no Leaf Storm. I do like me some Leaf Storm. And it looks like he's getting a little bit trolled by the auto targeting. He just decides to take out the Audino, maybe, or maybe he chose to do that. Who knows? But yeah, we're just going to almost get the steal coming in from the orange team, actually. But purple team is able to secure Dread. Huge Spirit Shackle coming out, and a lot of damage coming out from the team. Is that a Solar Beam Venusaur I saw? I think it might have been a Solar Beam Venusaur. And just gonna pop his Unite. Actually, a huge Unite, able to take out the Ivysaur on the Inri goal. And this, look at the HP on the Eldegoss and the Gardevoir there, super low. But Gardevoir pops his Unite and just cleans up. As Machamp from the orange team was just able to completely dominate top lane. Putting in another 30 points and taking Rotom all by himself, and then more points going in bottom lane for the orange team. Orange team just completely dominating in terms of points. But we did see the Decidueye have a nice little pop off moment, got a kill, was able to take Dread for his team. So in terms of levels, honestly, kind of still behind despite winning Dreadnought. Like, everyone on the orange team is evolved aside from the Ivysaur. Meanwhile, we still have 2 unevolved Pokemon on the purple team. But Champ in the top lane is just so dominant right now. Can the Decidueye chase him down? He can. Gets a nice little pick off of there. So that's going to be some nice comeback experience for him and the team. He is now tied for highest level in the game. Unfortunately, though, there are 2 level 10s on the orange team to his only level 10. Gonna need that Machoke and that Ivysaur to evolve sometime rather than later. Honestly, if Just a little critique, I would definitely be giving your teammates jungle here if I were the Decidueye. So maybe this is just a random 1-3-1, who's to say? I don't think it would be. I really don't understand, if you are in a 5-stack, why you wouldn't give your Ivysaur level 9 there. I truly don't understand that. But we'll figure it out. Maybe, you know, maybe their whole strategy is just feeding Decidueye. That's their entire strategy, is just making sure Decidueye is as high as level as possible. But I do think having an Ivysaur here would just be better, as we do see the Venusaur Unite from the orange team come in and do so much damage. Thankfully for the purple team, not able to pick up any kills. We do finally get the Venusaur for the purple team, and he pops his Unite and is able to help take out another huge Unite from the orange Gardevoir. Big Unites coming in all around. Another big Unite from the Decidueye, peppering the Ivysaur and able to take him out, able to pick up a nice clean 2-hit KO, or just a 2 KO, double kill if you will. So yeah, big KOs coming out for the purple team, but unfortunately still not able to score, still sitting at 0 points. Big Surf from the Slowbro catches our Decidueye basing in the bush. That is truly unfortunate. And now more bush checking from the orange team, just full on diving our friends here. Gets the Slowbro Unite on the Venusaur. Might be able to make it out. Maybe it is a Solar Beam Venusaur, and it goes down. Unfortunate. Look at the HP on that Eldegoss. Look at that Eldegoss's HP. It is going to go down here to the Pikachu. But all this while, orange team has just been able to weaken the Dreadnought and take it. The champ went for it with the Unite. Don't know if I like that decision or not, but you know, he went for it, and that's all you can really say about it. Just a huge team wipe and win from the orange team. Once again, they are just completely running away with this game at this point. It's going to need a huge comeback effort from the purple team if we're going to see any sort of comeback mounted here. It'd be nice to see, but I'm not sure about this. We'll go ahead and spectate what's going on top lane, as our Decidueye is once again just clearing jungle. Again, I think you should probably be trying to feature Venusaur at this point. You are so far ahead. You definitely need your other carries to try to catch up, and they're just like, the Venusaur diff is huge here. Not to mention the Machamp diff as well. Like, you just need to start you know, feeding your teammates, helping your teammates get some points there. But yeah, just another just massive team wipe from the orange team, as our Decidueye was scoring bottom lane while all that was going down. I'm sure that was, you know, a coordinated thing, hopefully, and not just, you know, him going into business for himself. We'll hop back on with him here, as the top tier 2 is just getting dove and just completely wrecked once again by this orange team. Just once again completely dominating. Our Decidueye isn't playing bad in terms of stats, but his team is just getting absolutely crushed. And honestly, that just, I mean, that just is what it is with the Decidueye. Like, you see just the jungler difference in this game. Like, Gardevoir has been carrying, destroying a lot of these team fights with its Unite move, and just completely popping off. Whereas our Decidueye, you saw in that last Rotom team fight, he wasn't even present for it, and his team got absolutely smashed. I'm not sure what the Gardevoir did in that team fight. I'm sure it did a lot of damage, but it was just, you know, team diff at the end of the day. Like, the champ has been constantly 2 levels ahead on the orange team. Same thing with Venusaur. And then Eldegoss. I mean, Eldegoss is gonna, you know, there's not really a whole lot of Eldegoss diff to speak of, but yeah, just a rough go around for the purple team, it feels like. But this is definitely still a Zapdosable game. They're only down by about a little over 200 points, so if they win Zapdos, they can very easily still come back in this game. But we'll see if they're able to pull it off. Venusaur walks in and decides to Solar Beam it in front of him, Champ. Very interesting call. But the orange team Machamp almost goes down, pops his Unite, and just eliminates purple team's Machamp. Oh man, so many things are just happening right here. We see the Unite from the Decidueye coming out, not really able to pick up anything, as the Gardevoir able to pick up another 2-hit KO, or another double kill rather. I keep saying 2-hit KO because of, you know, Draft League and stuff like that, but yeah, unfortunately, just looks like at the end of the day, just too much, you know, team difference, honestly. Just coming up in the orange team. They were just a better squad, and they are going to come away with the Zapdos and the absolutely smashing victory. I don't know why I said smashing when I'm a Nigel Thornberry, but yeah, they just completely crushed this team. Again, I don't think our Decidueye played bad. It's just a few things that I just personally don't really agree with. Running Decidueye in jungle without a Blissey, even if you're gonna do that, I think you need Blissey on the team just so you are able to, you know, have Decidueye's auto attacks do anything. It's the best part of the Decidueye's kit, right? Other than Spirit Shackle, is its Unite, or is its you know, auto attack, and the, you know, it just wasn't able to really take advantage of, you know, its autos in any real way. And the other thing is on the rotation to first Rotom out of jungle, you need to be giving your Ivysaur that farm so your Ivysaur can evolve, because the enemy team had a huge difference in both Machamp and Venusaur for that entire game, whereas our orange team had Ivysaur and Machoke stuck for like another solid team fight, if not 2 team fights, all while Decidueye was just taking all of the jungle. I definitely think, especially if this was a solo queue game, which I was, you know, kind of expecting this to be, you know, it's whatever, it's solo queue, but this was a coordinated team. This is a 1-3-1 game, unless again this was just a completely random 1-3-1 that just happened organically, which I've never seen that happen personally. Then I really don't get why our Decidueye wouldn't let his teammates evolve there. Like that just seems a little bit baffling to me. You need your Decidueye needs all of the help he can get already, and you know, taking help away from yourself by keeping your Ivysaur and Machoke unevolved, that just seems a little bit strange to me. But let's check out the damage for this game though. Yeah, just look at the jungler diff as well. Just in the MVP scores, the Decidueye was not even the MVP of his team, whereas Gardevoir, massive MVP, and then the Machoke difference as well, just an MVP score. Not that MVP score really means anything, it's just, you know, look at the difference in what one was able to do compared to the other. Now, yeah, 11 KOs coming out from the Gardevoir, and then the jungler diff again, 4 KOs coming out from the Decidueye. And then we see 59k on Decidueye. Not bad damage, by far the most on his team. It's just, you know, compared to as a jungler, Gardevoir, yeah, it's just not even in the same world. And that was, you know, kind of the point of this video, was trying to see how, you know, good players could make up for, you know, bad Pokemon's lack of, you know, I guess being good is the way to word that. I didn't really know where I was going with the end of that sentence, but you know, see how much a good player can make up for a Pokemon being bad, I guess would be the way to word it. And you see, like, Decidueye, he, I'm sure, is a great Decidueye player, but up against like another coordinated 5-man team with a better Pokemon in jungle, it just wasn't even close. You can also check out the Venusaur difference didn't end up being that huge in terms of damage, but the Machamp difference absolutely was. So yeah, I do still think that probably want to, you know, help your teammates evolve anywhere you can, give your teammates experience anywhere you can. But all in all, a pretty good showing from our Decidueye. Personally, it's just his team got absolutely outplayed, unfortunately. So GG's to everyone involved. And let's see if we can't find a Gengar gameplay and see if that one will be any different. Okay, so this isn't Gengar, but it is Crustle. It's another Pokemon that isn't exactly in the best place right now. So we have this player here. I apologize, I'm not sure if this is Japanese, Korean, or Chinese. If from my completely uneducated eyes, I think this is Japanese. I could be completely wrong, and my apologies if it's not. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, oh, okay. We see experience share, and we see the Dwebble looking like it's gonna go bottom lane. I am extremely interested in all of this. Okay. My most disliked video of all time is a short video I made making fun of experience share. So I hate this item. I don't think it's good on really anything, especially anything that's not a support. So I am very interested to see how a highly ranked Crustle player, a highly ranked defender, will use an experience share on a Dwebble. I think it's just a completely wasted item, but we'll see what he's able to do. It seems he's just letting this Wigglytuff weaken the Audino for him, and he unfortunately loses. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do to stop an Audino from, or a Jigglypuff rather, from stealing. Pound is just a great secure. You can see the slow smoke coming out from both the Dwebble and the Wiggly, so slow smoke just being slow smoke things, but he does get a lot of help from his team, and they are able to take out the Wiggly as a unit. Shout out to the jungle gank bird coming in, and it looks like Dwebble is going to score. He is going to put those points in. All right. Good job, Dwebble. Good job. Top lane seems to be going pretty well. We have a Pikachu and a Honedge, along with a Machop and a Cinderace up there. And I believe that Cinderace is actually the jungler for the orange team. I could be wrong. But yeah, we have Lane Bird, which is already interesting. Machop able to pick up a kill in the top lane. We do see Shell Smash from our Crustle, by the way. Good to know. Obviously, the proper choice. And we also see Squirtle in the top lane. I could have just looked at the bottom of the screen and figured out what's up there, but I'm not that smart. Big assist coming in. Big slow smoke. Nice slow smoke assist from our Crustle there. You'll love to see it. Experience share does give movement speed, right? I think it's out of combat. Is that what he's going for? Is he going for that? That could be what he's going for. I could see that being a thing. I think you're probably just better off running X speed if you want the movement speed. If this dude is experience share, floatstone, X speed, he's just all mobility. That is super just not good, but it'd be really funny. It'd be a really stupid build, and I kind of want to make a video trying that, but I don't want to throw games. But that would have to be a build we try and standard, because I am not bringing that into ranked. But we'll see. But yeah, we'll you know, we're just doing laning things here. Not a whole lot to talk about. A lot of points going in from both teams, very unlike the decision by game from earlier in the video. But yeah, there we go. Nice and secure there on that Autono. Get the Cinder rotating down again. We have 4 people rotating down from the purple team to bottom lane and able to collapse on this goal. And it looked like they take out the Cinderace as well and get a tiny overdunk, a small overdunk of 4. All right, so yeah, this is definitely a solo queue game if it wasn't obvious already. It was obvious now by the fact that Lucario put in 4 points when the Cinderace had 30. That's a bit of a yikes, but who knows? I believe he has his second move now at level 6. I could be wrong. It might be 7. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you can see the problem with the experience share is it's already not working because his Pikachu is a lower level than him. So yeah, experience share is just not a good item, but I will stand by that statement. Okay. He's just swiping at nothing. I'm not really sure what's happening in this game, but it's all good. You just gotta run away, do some crustal things. Heading up top to the Rotom. No one seemed to have gotten it so far. He is X-Scissor. X-Scissor is unironically really good right now. Like, it does so much push. Like, I did not realize how good X-Scissor was until I got pushed off a point. There are 3 of my teammates and I get 3 people total, me and 2 other teammates, I guess is the way to word that. Got pushed off a point by an X-Scissor. It is really strong crowd control if you're able to land it. Purple team Cinder with the 4K that I unfortunately talked over like a nincompoop, and Rotom trolls the team. Actually, no, that's actually a huge overdunk. So it's at 70, I believe. No, it was at like 71 or something. I don't know what it was at, but they got the 40 plus the 30 plus the Rotom. So that was a huge overdunk there, actually. So good job on the purple team there. They're actually ahead by quite a large amount of points. Crustle just farming. Not a whole lot to see from this Pokemon. It's just doing a lot of farming things. Yeah, I literally haven't moved my controller for 5 minutes, so you can tell not a whole heck of a lot of action going on in this game. Crustle hasn't died yet, so that's pretty cool. Haven't had to watch anyone else, I guess, is noteworthy. He's doing a good job staying alive. Hasn't really been involved in any team fights. His team Cinderace is absolutely popping off. Already level 12. How many KOs? Already 11 KOs. So this Cinderace player, kind of wish we were spectating him, honestly, but this wasn't the point of the video. We're spectating good players playing bad Pokemon, and unfortunately, our Crustle has done nothing this game. Pops his Unite there just to stay alive mostly, and able to push the Cinderace back into his enemy team, or back into the friendly team, and take it out there. Good job, good plays there. That's exactly what Crustle can do. Let's go down there to Machamp Unite. Machamp Unite is so good. Such a fantastic attack. Does unbelievable damage. It also provides a bit of a push. Bird coming in with the giant Unite move. All right, not bad. Able to not really get anything done, unfortunately. Cinderace very low. Is going to jump into a bush to avoid that Blastoise coming after it, thankfully, and he is able to secure the objective along with his friends. So we'll hop back on with our Crustle, who seems to be heading top lane, assumedly for Rotom. That would make sense. Purple team once again with a rather large lead of about 140 points, almost on the dot. Oh my god, I can do math. I think I can do math. Yeah, I'm right. I can do math. Shut up. Okay, so Crustle alone on Rotom thinks about starting it, and he is going to X-Scissor it to his side. I like that, but I don't like the fact that he is here alone. He should really not be doing this. He should go look for a fight. You never want to be the only one attacking Rotom when a fight's going on, because you're just setting yourself up for a steal, because you're leaving your team down a man in a fight. Thankfully, his Cinderace is unbelievably cracked and is able to carry. Aegislash also picking up a double kill, and they're able to secure the objective being the Rotom, so good job on that. Shout out to his teammates, really. Again, I don't really agree with you being the only person on the objective there, especially during a team fight, but thankfully it didn't end up mattering because he has really good teammates. Talonflame doing Talonflame things, just uniting in and dying. You love to see it. thinks about Shell Smash is in, doesn't really do anything. Decides to X's are in at low health. It's trying to help Rotoman, I understand that, but it's not really... Okay. His Cinderace is just built different, bro. This Cinderace player is unbelievable. But that's just Cinderace for you. Cinderace is kind of broken at the moment. Decide to give up on the Rotom and just back to base. Gonna head down to bottom lane, potentially look for this Dreadnought. Still fighting Rotom in the top lane. Let's see what's going on up here. Let's check out this sword for a minute. Let's check out the Aegislash, see what he can do. Show me something, Aegislash. Show me Yasizaurus. He's going to perfectly wide guard that. Was that a Unite with that? That was just regular close combat, but he does a good job taking nullifying the damage from that. Unstoppables again. Nice stun. I want to see the 1v1. Show me the win. Show me the 1v1. Oh man, almost able to 1v1 the Machamp. Machamp is really good right now, I think. All right. Back down on the Crustle for the Dreadnought fight. Able to secure it with no real problems as a squad. As Purple Team, or Orange Team rather, puts in a bit of points up top to bring this closer to a 100-point game. So very close heading into the Zapdos fight. Either team can still win the game. Very up for grabs. So let's see what ends up happening. Lucario goes in on this Blastoise, and they're just able to completely delete it from the game. Good X-Scissor on that Cinderace into the wall, but he's able to get his Unite move off. Pikachu thankfully doesn't pick up the KO. Lucario barely misses out on that Blastoise going to base. Big Unite from Crustle in a huge group. Big Unite, so much damage coming off, especially in such a close range from the Crustle Unite. And then there's the funny Blastoise thing against 5 people. Unfortunately, just not enough. He needed the Bird follow-up to be there sooner. Bird was able to come in and pick up a KO, but it's just not enough, as Purple Team still has 3 members alive. We do see a Zapdos flip going on from the Purple Team, so we'll keep an eye on that a little bit, as our Crustle is flanking and just trying to chase down this Bird. You just can't chase down Bird. All right, so Cinderace now back in the fight, or rather Crustle now back in the fight on the Cinderace. Lands a big X-Scissor, does a lot of damage. Looking to chase down this KO. Gets his ankles broken like he's fucking Tyronn Lue against Allen Iverson in the 2001 NBA Finals. Holy hell, that guy got crossed over. And it was just the laziest thing ever. And oh my god, Orange Team able to still Zapdos. Are they able to put in enough points to get the win though? Let's switch over to the Cinderace, see if they're able to stop the Wiggly. We switch over to Wiggly. Big Unite move coming in, just unfortunately unable to finish off the Wiggly type before it puts in the points. Bottom lane. Let's go see if we can get back on the Crustle. There's someone heading bottom lane to score. Orange Team is now up by, okay, I guess we missed it. The score first bottom, I wasn't really paying attention, but we are now in a situation where this Purple Team needs to come back. They're down by about 100 points, so just 150-point dunk. I don't think this player is running Score Shield Buddy Berry though, unfortunately, so I don't think he's going to be able to just walk in and score as Crustles tend to do. Orange Team able to pick up the cleanup KOs. He is going to be walking in. Yeah, he doesn't even have a Score Shield, but he has 50 points. They completely ignore him. How does that happen? I don't know how that happens. Orange Team was able to walk in and score though, so I don't think it's going to end up mattering, but how do they let that happen? I don't know. Just, I mean, they probably assumed he would have Score Shield and they wouldn't be able to stop him, so that's probably the thought process, but I could not tell you how you let that happen. Like, I cannot explain that one. I do believe it's not going to end up mattering though. Unfortunately, that's a bold score. That's a great score to get in. It's just, unfortunately, Orange Team was able to put in more points in the end and come away with the win there. So it ended up being a really exciting game. Our Crustle kind of did nothing. I don't want to sound rude, but I'm not so sure how this player showed up on the Spectating function, because no Score Shield on Crustle, experience share on Crustle. I'm not, you know, insinuating anything. Maybe they're just having fun messing around, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting game to say the least. So did come away with 15 assists. It was involved in a lot of team fights. Again, that Cinderace was unbelievable, coming away with 19 KOs, by far the most in the game. And just look at the kill difference from purple to orange. Like, Orange Team got completely slaughtered in every fight. It's just win one fight, you win the game. It's Pokemon Unite. That's all you have to do. So yeah, let's check out the damage again. 121k. I feel so bad for that Cinderace. He went off that game. Yeah, only 27k from the Crustle, lowest in the game other than the Wigglytuff. So yeah, again, I'm not so sure what this player was attempting to do this game, but yeah, I mean, they did some stuff and some things, got in a huge score in the end game. It just, you know, unfortunately their team lost Zapdos. That's the only fight they lost all game, and that is unfortunately the most important fight of the game. It's the one fight of the game you don't want to lose, and it's the one fight of the game they lost. So not sure what this says about Crustle, but yeah, it was an exciting game nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see what else we can find in this video. Well, would you look at that? You ask and you shall receive. We have ourselves a Gengar gameplay. We got Goal Getter Gengar coming in against what looks like a 5-stack on the other team, so I assume this is going to be another 5v5 gameplay. We have Potion Aegislash on the friendly team as well. So some interesting item choices right off the rip. I'm very excited to see how this game goes. So based on team comps, I am not sure what the heck is going to happen in this game, because we see no defender. We see a defender, but no supports on the purple team, and we see just a full-on 5-stack, normal-ass team comp on the orange team. So hopefully this isn't a solo queue team queuing into a 5-stack, because that would be just completely unfair. But we have some similar, we have the 8OS guys on this team, as well as 2 players from insert country of origin there. I'm not really sure. They could be queued. I hope this is a 5v5 game. I really, truly hope we're not seeing a 5v solo game, or a 5v duo v solo, whatever it may be. But yeah, let's see what ends up happening here. I'm very excited to see some Gengar. Hopefully this player can show us something, because we got ourselves a very interesting matchup, it looks like. So we do have Ralts in jungle, Machamp bottom lane, and it looks like we are going to be seeing... Okay, yeah, this is definitely a coordinated team. This is interesting. I want to point this out. So we definitely have a 5-stack on the other team, of course. We see Amph on 4 of the players, and then Stage. So definitely a 5-stack on the other team. Interesting play. This is what Eldegoss is doing. Eldegoss is getting vision for Cinderace in case the Greedent invades. So they know the enemy team sees Greedent, they assume it can be an invade, and they are ready for it. So they have the Eldegoss watching for it, getting vision for the Cinderace, so they know if the Greedent does invade, they can jump on it and eliminate it before it becomes an issue. And then of course in top lane we have Solo Lucario doing his thing. So that, yeah, this is, if you see a Greedent on the other team and you know this could be an option, just we'll watch, because I don't really care about the laning phase from a Ghastly against a Gengar. We'll watch and see what ends up happening here. So let's hop on with the Eldegoss. I'm really interested to see how a team will handle this. I don't think the Greedent's going to invade, but I just, you know, yeah, if you see Greedent, you're worried about invade, get vision in that bush, basically. All right, we can hop over now and see what our Ghastly is doing. Just clearing the farm as his Honedge is, you know, dueling the Lucario. Able to get it really low, but unfortunately is back on its pad, and there's not a whole lot you can do. Honedge doing a decent job. Probably just needs to give up and get out of there. Yeah, you're not really gonna win that fight against the Lucario on its zone. Definitely should have just gone for the A-Palm, though. You don't want to give that away for free, and they are able to take that, it looks like. And now 2v1, they're able to dive the goal and do come away with some points, but unfortunately the Cinderace is going to rotate top, and he is just going to be able to clean up this fight, take out the Honedge. Ghastly looks like it's going to be able to escape, but oh, maybe not. The Cinderace is chasing him down. Let's watch this. Lucario is going to be able to go in and get another stack. I don't think our friendly purple team is a 5-stack. I truly don't. As Ghastly is now just taking the jungle. So yeah, this is really interesting, because they're definitely playing against a 5-stack, and this is just really unfortunate matchmaking, because welcome to Pokemon Unite. You get games like this where you have Ghastly Honedge top lane against a coordinated 5-man, and there's just I'm very excited. I want to see this player succeed in this game. I want to see if they're able to make anything positive happen here. I'd be very interested to see if yeah, if this doesn't just end up being a straight up slaughter. Pretty close game at the moment. The purple team does have a 5-point lead, so can't really complain about that. We do have the Haunter coming off at about 8 minutes, so not bad there on getting Haunter in lane, especially. Does take farm from the Honedge, so I'm assuming the worst, that we are watching a 5-stack against a solo queue team. So this is a very unfortunate circumstance for the purple team. Let's see if they're able to make anything out of it, though. I have my doubts. I highly have my doubts. Score shields in a few points, but that was score shield, right? Looked like score shield. Saw the invincible. Do you get invincible anytime you're actually in scoring animation? I know you do, but yeah, I'm not sure about it. He didn't pop goal getter, so yeah, definitely gonna need this Honedge to evolve if they want to have any real chance against this Lucario. Even 2v1, Lucario just does not care. He will give up these dunks all day. As long as he's alive, Lucario does not care. Like, as long as his goals up, Lucario will let you just dunk in his face. That was a little bit of a disrespectful dunk. So we see the Haunter player staying top lane on second spawn, or second bees, as the orange jungler does rotate up top. That's a little bit interesting. You typically, I mean, you can rotate quick if you get both bees, so it does make sense now that they take the bees and now rotate bot. Our Hunter is going to be staying top, and it looks like he's just going to be cleaning up the experience. So let's hop on and see what happens down here at the Dreadnought. Let's watch the orange team's Cinderace. Why not? Let's watch the Cinderace. Enemy team jungler in a 5-stack pops a huge Unite and just explodes the enemies. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do there. Curlia just serves up the Dreadnought for the orange team. You hate to see it. Just doing all that work for him. You never want to be that person. Like, if your team is losing the fight, you need to be in the fight. Like, that, you cannot just be attacking Dreadnought. Unless it's already low, unless you're going for the secure, you can't just be sitting there just literally serving up the Dreadnought for the enemy team. We see up top the Haunter was able to get Rotom in, so good job there. But yeah, just completely dominated bottom lane as you would expect. And the orange team is totally okay with this. They get auto-nose out of the trade. They do not mind one bit that their top lane is gone right now. So they're gonna gladly feast on these auto-nose. Honestly, it takes experience away from your side of the map to break that first goal. This is another thing that some people don't understand. I'll hop back on with our Gengar as he evolves and is able to pop his Unite and do some big damage, it looks like, but unfortunately not able to pick up any KOs. But something that some newer players or some lower level, even in Masters players, I see this all the time. This is not, before I get to this point, this is not something you can really worry about in solo queue. This is not something you can control in solo queue at all. You can't control anything in solo queue. But there's more experience for your team and technically both teams, but there's definitely more experience for your team if both goals are up. Both burst goals are up, because you have auto spawning on your side of the map as well as on their side of the map. If you're able to control the lane, you're able to get all of the auto-nos. You're by default able to get more experience for your team, as we see a huge team fight and dive coming in from the purple team onto the orange team's secondary or first goal and able to break it. So we do see orange team kind of behind at the moment. But again, they're totally fine with this because all of the experience is now on their side of the map. Because you break your enemy's goals and then they get the auto-nos. They get all of the control of the experience on their side of the map. You have to extend all the way to their side, put yourself in danger to get any experience. While if you leave their goals up, you still get the farm auto-nos on your side of the map, and you can take their side of the map auto-nos, because if you're so far ahead in the lane, you're able to, you know, control all of it. But, you know, the second you break goal, you give the enemy team control of all the experience, because that's just how the game works, man. That's just how it works. So something to think about. If you're, you know, behind on experience, consider not breaking goals so you can farm. Or if you're way ahead on experience, there's no real need to break goals. You can just keep farming. But again, this is not something you can really control in solo queue. As we see orange team once again take Dreadnought and just completely obliterate another team fight. Again, they're totally fine with everything that's happening. The game is not letting me actually like spectate. It's not letting me move. But yeah. See 5 points. Like, they left that on 5 points. They did that on purpose because they want to overdunk. I know at this point, anytime they can score, they're going to. See if I can get vision on the top lane goal. Like, it's almost broken, right? They leave those unbroken on purpose because they don't want auto-nos to spawn on the you know, enemy side of the map. And usually you break after second Dreadnought. They weren't able to do it there, but they do rotate up for Rotom, and purple team is able to sneak in a bunch more points bottom, but they do lose Rotom in the process, which is arguably not really important at the moment, because Rotom is going to go in and probably toss it over. No, they didn't get it big. They did get Rotom in, and they did get a score in top lane. Orange team did before Rotom went in, so not the biggest deal in the world. So orange team definitely still in this game. They're a little bit ahead on levels, not by much though. Levels are honestly pretty even all throughout, but yeah. Just completely explode the Gengar there. I'm not really sure what the point is in taking a team fight there, but orange team was looking like they wanted to look for a goal bottom, and purple team does a good job defending it. These colors are really confusing to me if you couldn't tell. Words are also really hard. You see Greedent just annoying the backline here, just hanging out doing Greedent things. Shield needs to be careful there, but we see Gengar coming back in again. I don't know why it doesn't let me. Can someone explain to me how this stinking spectate function works? Because it doesn't let me like pan. Like, it only lets me pan for like certain points of the game. I don't know how that works. You see purple team getting the Dreadnought there. Purple team ahead by about 100 points heading into Zapdos once again. Sounds familiar to last game, but I truly do think orange team is in not necessarily a better situation. Obviously, I think orange team is definitely in a position to still win this game, because they are, of course, coordinated, whereas I'm pretty sure our team is not. Oh my god, maybe they are. That was sick. Preemptively Gengar uniting into the Gardevoir unite. That was absolutely beautiful. So much burst damage, able to pick off 2 in the middle of that. I'm not sure who ended up with those KOs, but my god, that was a beautiful setup. Gengar able to pick off 2 in the middle again, and it looks like they're just going to be able to flip Zapdos here and win against the 5-stack. So maybe this ended up being a coordinated team and I was just completely wrong about all of it based on the way the game started, and the Gengar taking farm from the Aegislash. But either way, this was a very impressive win, and the Gengar kind of popped off, man. Gengar kind of went crazy, especially in that last fight. I did not expect that. That was a beautiful setup with that Gardevoir unite. Oh my goodness. And purple team able to come away with the win here. Wow, that game was very, very interesting and very well fought. See Gengar coming away with the MVP. Oh man, what a game. 6 KOs to 7, most on the team, correct? Yeah, most KOs on the team, most KOs in the game aside from the Cinderace, which again, Cinderace, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that was actually just a wild game, dude. 59k damage coming out, most in the game from the Gengar. That was just a wow, well done. I feel like a lot of that damage came from that final fight. Obviously it didn't. He did do a lot of stuff in like the middle game, and we did miss, unfortunately, his first unite move for the most part on that bottom lane push, but it's all good. We saw a really good Gengar gameplay, so let me know what you think, man. If you guys like this sort of content, I actually really enjoy commentating these games, so let me know if you want to see more of this sort of stuff. I am all about it. I am especially down to watch random Pokemon. Like, we watched the 3 maybe worst Pokemon in the game in today's video, and it ended up being a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.